looking up at me, but my camera's down here. So I need to look at the camera. It was still a little easier though than what it was. I wonder if I put, yeah, we're just going to leave it there and I'll just stare at the camera, not at me. Okay. Hey, it's Patsy and I'm live. Okay. I don't know if anyone's on here. No, that's okay. Come on when you can. So today is April the 7th, Tuesday, and I haven't been on here for almost, I guess it's been a week. It's just flying by, guys. I don't know about you, but it's just flying by. And I just now realized I need to get on there. So anyways, I was on there watching Melody Yarn Tinka, and I just love her to death. And she keeps mentioning me. I'm just, I'm not worthy, but she's the best. So I really, really appreciate her. And I'm Patsy, by the way, and this is Ma Lizzie's, and I'm the maker, creator, designer, whoever behind this whole little place. And I do everything crochet. So if you guys want to come and chat and hang out anytime, I'm trying to do these 2 to 3 times a week. We're getting there. It's getting better. I do have some new subscribers, so welcome. If you're seeing this on a replay, thank you. Thank you. I just so appreciate you guys checking this out and hanging out with me. It's been a rough year or so, and I think us just hanging out and being community and being together and meeting other people through this type of a platform, I hope it's fun for you too, because I really, really, really enjoy it. I mean, I watch all these people. Juan the Yarn Addict, I love his shows. I'm just all about yarn and crochet and all that. So if you are too and you can't get enough, well, you can add me to the queue if you want. So anyhow, today I think what we'll talk about, and on my lives, I try to do different things each time. So it does, we keep from getting, too bored. So today I'm looking at my notes here. I think we're going to talk about the wearables. I've been trying to decide about making more wearables. I make plushies mainly, and I don't know, you really can't see any in this in the picture here, but this is all yarn behind me. I've just had to load up on yarn for all my festivals and craft shows and markets and things coming up. So there's a lot of yarn everywhere. This is all my yarn for the Lilac Festival. So I have lots of flowers and plants to make. It's right now is my favorite thing is making plants. I don't know why, I just can't make enough, and actually been selling them on Etsy. So and actually had an order go out this morning. So that's fun. So anyways, I think I will get started, but we're going to be talking about wearables and what things you like. I'd love to hear in the comments. If you don't make the live, I would love for you to comment when you're watching the replay, what kind of wearables that you make. I'm always on the lookout for something new. I don't really make a lot of hats and scarves and that type of thing. I've been making, oh shoot, I didn't bring my shawl. I was going to put it on. I finished my shawl, one of the shawls for the Lilac Festival, and it's in these beautiful purples and a real light DK weight cotton. I think I'm going to grab it. It's just right here. Hold on. Just when I think I have everything ready to go here, I don't. It's all right. I know you guys you're so cool, lay back, chill. But this is, if you can see this, I finished it. This, I believe, is the Easy Breezy shawl. I'm just going to do it in half because it's pretty long. But it's the Easy Breezy shawl by Juan the Yarn Addict. It's on his Ravelry and Etsy page. And isn't it pretty? I just love these colors. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet. I think I want to give it to a very, very special person. And if I don't, I might I'm just gonna see how it feels on. I might sell it at the Lilac Festival. I don't know. I don't know. It was pretty fast. It didn't really take that long. And that's why I'm thinking with wearables, I'm usually worried that, they just take so long. Can you really make the money? But I actually saw a gal on here that had, there we go, that had she's making the Granny Square hexagon, the Hexi Square cardigans, and they are beautiful. And she selling them for like $120. Now, I don't know if I can do that here in my little town, but maybe that's something. Sorry, I got buzz on my mouth. I've got my lip balm on. But she's, doing well with those, and they are beautiful. And I just thought, wow, maybe I can be making some Hexi cardigans and sell them on my Etsy site, maybe, or my coffee page. Probably the coffee page. Etsy is just taking so much of my profit. That's why you're just selling little things like plants and stuff. It takes a lot of your money. So I'm pretty much going to be doing most of all my sales on, I think I'm moving away from Etsy and going to go to my coffee page, which I have linked below. And it's also a site where you can help support me anytime, buy me a ball of yarn or tip me if you feel obligated, not obligated. I'll never make you feel obligated. But if, you want to help me out in this journey and get me some more yarn, I'll let you. And so that's, kind of what I've been thinking, is just go in that direction. So doing so, I decide, what am I going to sell? Now, I was saying earlier, I make plushies. So all the animals, the axolotls, the penguins, all of it. And I've been doing that. This will be my 3rd year. And I'm just finding that a lot of people are making those. So I'm thinking, because I'm kind of, I want to try something different, is working more with my acrylics and things and making more like bag charms and maybe wearables. I don't know for this festival, probably not, because it's going to be here in about 4 weeks and I don't have time really to do that. But I'll definitely be making my plants and maybe bag charms, car hangers, that kind of thing. They do really well. So I'll be making that. So that's a lot different for me. And then, of course, I will have some plushies, and we have made those, but I think I'm transitioning a little bit. My sister and I were talking about it. And I don't know if you guys ever thought, what about if she's telling me, well, maybe you're just getting bored making plushies, but I don't know. I don't know if it's bored or just, I love crocheting. I could just crochet 24/7, eat and sleep if I had, I had to, but I just love being creative. And I feel like with the plushies, I'm not as creative anymore. It's kind of lost its run or something, and it is getting to be a very saturated market. And I just thought maybe this would be a good time to start doing some other fun things. So if you see me looking up once in a while, I'm just checking to see if anyone's on. And I just don't know. It's just, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you transitioning from something you've been making for a few years and now you want to do something different, but you're not sure what? And it doesn't, she was telling me it doesn't have to sell. Don't worry if it's going to sell or not. Just make it if you want to make it. So I've got some little things here. I'm not going to totally tell you what they are right now, because that'll be for another live. But I'm going to try some things that she kind of helped me with. And she is so creative and just makes everything just from her, her own imagination and skills and everything. So I thought I need to do more of that. Maybe I will like it better. Maybe I'll do, it's not that I don't like it. I guess that's not the right word, but I will have more enthusiasm. It's kind of waning. So on the wearables, so let's get to what we were going to do today. Oh, and the other thing is a kit. I picked these up at the $1.25 store, and this is I think it's called a DIY crochet kit. craft a square, but it's just $1.25. It's just a little owl. There was a couple others as a penguin, a frog, a dinosaur, but I thought maybe we would try this today as part of our little talk and our chat. And make sure you get your favorite bev and something to work on in your crochet projects, and we'll do this together. So on my wearables, we have, I love this yarn, but it's not I love this yarn. I just love this yarn. It is the Mainstays, which is a Walmart brand. And I just read something that this is a solely women-owned business. It's owned and run by women. So yay to us gals. But this is 100% cotton, and it's just really soft. This one is a... I think it's called Daylily. Is that upside down? Daylily Pink. Oh, that's upside down. I'm not helping here much. There we go. Daylily Pink. And there's about quite a bit of yarn, but it's just soft and it is awesome to work with. It's 180 yards. And I think these, don't quote me on this, but I think these are only like $3 or $4 a skein, maybe $3. So I love this color. It's a very light, and it's showing up pretty well on the camera. It's very light pink, and I wanted to make myself something for spring. So I have, what is this in my bag? Something my sister must have gotten me, and I put it in my bag and forgot about it. I go over there and crochet. We just live across the street from each other. That's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But it says, in my dream world, yarn is free, coffee is healthy, and crocheting makes you thin. So this is something that was in my bag. I got to put this up. I forgot all about it. I'm so terrible. She's always getting me cute little things, and I just love this. So I think she probably picked it up on Temu or something. But this is great. Oh my gosh, I love this. I don't know if you guys got to see all that. Let's see. There we go. That is so good. Yeah, that is definitely the dream world. How do we get there? I don't know. Maybe that's what's in heaven. But anyways, this, I don't think I'm undoing it, but this is what I've been crocheting. I believe I'm on this is the first panel. Let me make sure. I haven't picked this up for a while, and as soon as I don't pick it up, no, I'm on almost on my second panel. Oh gosh, I'm almost done with this. I need to get going because I was going to wear it to the Lilac Festival. So this is the first panel, and I can hold it back here so you can see. I wear a large, extra large if it's loose. So this is kind of like an extra large because I don't like things super tight. So, but it's really a cool stitch. I try to remember the name of the stitch. It's a pattern on Ravelry. It's, oh gosh, her name is Crochet, let's see, Happiness on a Hook is her thing. I'll put it in the notes below. I'm sorry. What is her name? Anyways, I've been doing stuff with her account for years and years, and she's just great. And I love her patterns. They're very well written, easy to follow, but it's going to have a little V-neck in it, as you can see. And then I've got the back, and there will be a bottom. I don't remember. I think it's just I don't remember even the edge on it. It's been, see how long it's been. But I'm just about done with the back here, obviously. So, and it's going to have just a little short sleeves on it. I do like, maybe a 3/4 sleeve. I have to have a sleeve to cover up the bat wings. Yeah, we know about the bat wings. If you're anywhere near my age, look out, girls, or you got to do lots of exercising. And I try to keep my walks in and do my exercising. Sorry, I'm digging in my bag. My sister actually embroidered this bag. See, she does embroidery. I don't embroider. Isn't this beautiful? Peg's Pretty Pieces. She's on Etsy, but she does these. And she just took a canvas bag that she got on, on Amazon or somewhere. And then she embroidered, this is the pocket, the outside pocket. And she just embroiders stuff. Isn't that beautiful? She's not doing it right now. She's gotten on to other things that she's doing. And she freehanded and painted the back too with a little bee, I think, on it. Yeah, a little bug. Yeah, it's a little bee and another dragonfly. Isn't that cute? And she was selling these at one of our markets, I think last year or the year before. I don't know. We do our markets together. So that's always fun. We are just so lucky to be able to. Oh, is this a 5? Peggy, I just found the 5 crochet hook. I have been looking all over for this crochet hook, and that's probably what I've been using on my project here, which I have not picked up. And here it is in the bag. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with me? Oh my goodness. Y'all ever do that? You're looking for something. You're like, well, and she was saying, it's going to show up, Patsy. It'll show up. So sure enough, here's my 5 crochet hook. And I love Susan Bates, by the way. I use, for my plushies, I use clover hooks. They just are a little bit, I don't know, just the grip on them. I need that for the thicker yarn. So that's just me maybe, but I do find they're ergonomic ones. I don't think I have one in here, but the ones with the padding on the handles, those were great for my thicker, bulkier yarns, which I use for the plush yarns. But for my acrylics and things, I really don't use, they're okay, but they seem to just be a looser stitch, and it might just be me. But something about the way I hold the Susan Bates when I'm making blankets and things like this, and using acrylic, 4 weights and lighter weights, I just seem to gravitate more to the Susan Bates. So that being said, so hopefully this you will see on another project, but I think this is just going to be beautiful. And the stitch, I'm trying to remember what the stitch is. I know you do. You crochet oh Lordy, I think. Okay, I'm going to have to look it up. I will put it in the notes. Just stay tuned for that. I can't remember how I even did the stitch. I'm going to have to look at the pattern. It's very easy. It's like you make a double, a single, a double single like that. And then when you go back, you just take the front loop, I believe, of the double or the single or something. It just works. And that makes this little ridge. So anyways, I will figure it out. But this yarn, the weight is so nice. It reminds me of the Hobby Lobby's soft, it's, I love this yarn cotton, but it's a lot less. And I really don't shop at Hobby Lobby. And so we do have a Walmart here, and they're not too bad. Some days you go in there and there's hardly anything. It's just pick through. And we were there the other day, and I got a little yarn haul, and I was able to find every color I wanted except for in a cotton color I needed. So I can't complain since our Joanne, rest in peace, has closed. It's a lot harder to find yarn, and I like to feel it, touch it, check it out. And buying it online is just, I do it in a pinch. Like I have a custom order coming up that I need to start working on. It's actually 2 things, a great white shark and a little seal. And I have the colors and the yarn I wanted to use for the seal, but the great white uses like a 7, a bulky, but it's kind of like a chenille type. And I can't find it anywhere, so I'm going to have to order it. So cross your fingers, I get a good skein or 2. and we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, okay, guys. So I think so. As far as wearables, I would just love to know what you are making, what you love to make. I do make hats, but I make those in the winter, and I make the double pom pom with the velvet. I didn't bring one up here, but I use the velvet, Bernat velvet, and I do it in the pinks. And I just make baby to kid size, up to about, with the double beanies, probably up to about 4 years old, maybe 5. I can't remember exactly, but in that range, and then to newborn. And they do great. I've sat there at my markets making one for someone or finishing one because she wants it, so she's coming back to get it. I mean, that's how fast they go. So I need to definitely over the summer make a lot of those, so I'm not behind the 8 ball. And yeah, but I just hope our economy holds up and people still can spend money. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going forward, and we're going to be there for our markets we're signed up for. There's only 2 we have until the fall, and they're in May. So I think I hope they go well. And if they don't, I totally understand why. I mean, between groceries and gas and all the craziness, it's hard to say. So maybe putting us little crocheters and crafters out of business for a while, but hopefully it'll get corrected and we'll all get back on track someday. All right. Well, as far as the wearables, that's really the only wearable I have going other than my shawl that I have finished. I don't really make, and there I said, didn't I? I don't really make a lot of wearables right now because I'm making more for my markets, but I'm thinking over the summer, I would like to make more wearables. So I'd love to hear in the comments on the replay. I was just looking to see if anyone was here. If there's anyone, what you make, what you guys make, your wearables. Well, hi, Lizzie. Did you hear this? Oh, sorry. Sorry for the crinkle alert here. Forgot this making noise. My puppy just came in because she thought it was a bag of treats. Did that sound like crackers, huh, honey? Hi, Lizzie. I don't know if you can see her down here. There she is. What are you doing down there, Lizzie? Lizzie, come here. What you doing? Say hi. She said, what you got there, Mama? Well, we just don't have anything for you, young lady. Oops, now my camera's all messed up. Doesn't take much for me to screw it up. So anyways, as I was saying, I thought we would work on our little kit. And this is an owl, and it says it comes with a dark pink yarn. So here's the dark pink. It comes with a white yarn. Here's the white. I've just never made one of these, so I just thought it'd be fun to just for $1.25, be fun to try one. Supposed to be black yarn. Oh, there's the black yarn. Hey, you don't need much, I guess. Probably he's just got a couple of slits in his eyes, so that's the black yarn. And then there's a yellow. It's a really bright yellow. The colors are really pretty. They're really bright, and they're true to the picture too. And this is clear on the back, so you can see what's in the kit, which I kind of like. And then you've got some instructions here. And then 2 wiggle eyes. Wiggle eyes. Oh, okay. We've got a little pack here. So there's a couple of wiggle eyes in there. Trying to see this. Okay. There's some wiggle eyes, and then there's a hook, plastic needles, and stuffing. I don't know what hook size this is. It doesn't say. I'd rather use my own hook, so I may have to look at this because this thing's weird. It looks like maybe like a 3.5, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't say. It just, what would you guys think? Oops. What size is that? goes narrow at the end. It's really got a weird shape. I don't know. But anyways, that's the hook. So I'll try it. I didn't even think to bring hooks in here, and I don't want to get up again. But anyway, so the instructions, let's see what they say here. It looks like you get 2. It's in lots of different languages, so we need to find the English one. I don't speak much Spanish and no French. Oh, this one's the English one. Yeah, so this page here, Stuffy Owls all together. So that's all the instructions there are. So that's pretty good, just one page. So that couldn't be too complicated. Oh, and I showed there is a little bit of stuffing too, the polyester. And there are other instructions and more on the other side. Oops, well, what is this? Okay, hold on. Well, it appears they've given me 2 of the same thing. So maybe if you lose one, or they're the same. So I don't know. They're the same. Okay, so you get 2. 2 sets of instructions. Better 2 than none. All right, and then our little hook here. We'll get this out. It's just a little plastic thing. And they do give you a little needle. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to get the yarn in this needle. I would say that's a very narrow opening or eye in the needle. I'm going to show you. And this yarn's pretty wide. I've got a needle. Oh, I keep forgetting. Where's the camera? There we go. I got to move this camera up higher. Well, if I can show you here. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that. It's just not very wide. I mean, that's the slit. That's the opening. Anyways, an eye fell out. I will probably have to use one of my needles, but I would say for someone doing their first little kit, you should at least give them, and the needle's got a rounded end on it, which I guess is okay. It doesn't have to be sharp. So I guess that makes it more, I don't know if they have an age range on this kit. I don't know. I didn't see anything about age range. There's really nothing on the back, just kind of where it was made. No age range. But yeah, the hook, this little needle is, I mean, it's barely open. I don't know if I guess your fingernail could open it up a little. It's just real flimsy. I'll be using mine. But it's only $1.25. And then this is the hook. And so, yeah. And it's just little plastic. I mean, it has a place for your thumb and everything. I mean, it's not a bad design. We'll see. I'm not going to sit here and crochet this whole thing on here. What I'm going to do is I just want to kind of show you the kit. So I don't know, see what time is it? It is 3:30. Yeah, probably won't go too long. I might try and start it. So let's see here. And I hope you guys got something to drink and some, something to work on. You can just crochet along with me. Okay, chain stitch. This is what the start of any crochet project looks like. A slip knot on a hook. This is very beginner. I love it. Let's see. To begin making your first chain first. Okay, well, we're not going to go through how to make a chain. Okay. That first part is just how to make a chain. Working into a chain. Once you have the required length. Okay, so basically what it's doing, it's working in the round, working in a chain, changing colors. So the first half of this is just how to do all those things. Then sewing seams is another tutorial on how to do that. And then it starts body. So I believe, so really the instructions for this are just right here. That's the instructions, guys. So let's see here. You will sew 10 crochet loops for the first row and 12 crochet loops for the second row, 13 crochet loops for the third row, 14 crochet loops for the till sixth row. Two pieces, need 2 pieces of the body, then sew 2 pieces in one. So they are just sewing one side of the owl, like in a little rectangle, and then they're making 2 rectangles and then sewing the sides of, putting the rectangles together and sewing the seaming on the sides and the bottom, I assume. And then the head, you'll sew 16 crochet loops for the 3 rows and reduce the crochet loops to make a radian for the edge and 2 pieces of the body. Then sew 2 pieces in one. Okay, this is making no sense. I have never seen the word radian. To make a radian, so maybe a radius for the edge. So basically, if you were new to crochet, this may be helpful up here, where it's talking about how to do chain stitch and working into a chain, working into the round. And they're talking about making treble stitches. So this is actually a double stitch. So this must be in UK terms or European or wherever this is from. Wow. So when you're increasing these rows, they don't tell you how to increase when they're talking about, they're just saying you'll make 12 loops, then 13 loops, then 14 loops. They're not telling you that you need to increase in one of those loops. Because this is obviously 2 sides you're making, because they're talking about sewing it together. Need 2 pieces of the body, then sew 2 pieces in one. And the head really that must be that top little piece along the top of his head up here, this little ripple thing. Making a radian for the edge. A ripple, maybe? Then sew 2 pieces in one. Then it goes on to but it doesn't say when to stuff it either. They have you at the very end, it says stuff the owl and sew those parts together. So even reading through this, I assume you're going to leave the bottom open from what this is saying. So through the hieroglyphics, I think I'm understanding, make 2 pieces for the body, 2 rectangles here. Then you're going to sew those on the sides together. Then you're going to start, it's hard to do this, on the head part up here and make this ripply part and sew that together. So they haven't mentioned the bottom, so I'm assuming then they tell you how to do the eyes and the mouth and the wing, and then stuff it and sew the parts together. So and I assume you're going to be sewing, because it says for the eye to make 2 round circles the wings, 2 wings, and then sew all the parts. So I assume that you're sewing the eyes on and the wings on. Doesn't say anything about the nose. Oh, maybe that's its mouth. You'll sew 3 crochet loops for the first row and 6 crochet loops for the second row, 9 crochet loops for the third row. And I assume you kind of looks like they folded it or something and then sewn it on. They don't say when to put the googly eyes on or anything, but I guess you figure that out. And the little design, the design that's on here, he tries it right there on his body. Okay, yeah, I won't be doing this on here. And, you know, this is what I wanted to look at is what is, you know, what's in these kits. Are they, you know, as good as the wearables for, now they charge, I think, like $40 for a little guy this size, I think. I mean, I have no idea how big this guy is. He could be like this big. I don't know. Because there's nothing about how big he is or anything. So, I mean, he could be a keychain, you know, or something, but it's funny, you know, you don't know what you're getting into when it's comes like this. And I can see why some of us, the crocheters out there, have started making their own kits and selling them. I think that's a brilliant idea. And you don't really need to sell them for a ton. I mean, there's such little amounts of yarn. I mean, the hardest part, it probably takes the most, is writing up your instructions, you know, for the pattern. But once you've done it, you've done it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on kits? Have you guys tried, you know, kits? I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I'm going to try my best and see if I can make it. So I'll have it done. See, I'm doing another on Thursday here, another live Thursday. Be the tea with Patsy, the tea, and we'll be we'll do a see what happens here on our little owl. I was going to give these out as like a little gift for purchase at my market, the Lilac Festival, but I am not sure I would do this to anyone. They may end up in a Goodwill trip. Because I don't think I have it in my heart to say, here, do this and learn how to crochet. But I really do think the kits that crocheters are making are probably very good, and would definitely try one of theirs. Actually, I have done one. This is okay. Let me think. Why do I have to think of something? It ain't there. Let's see. Her name is, she just opened her own yarn store and everything. But I made this. It's from a kit. It's, she's all bubbly, cute girl too. Oh, I have to list this, but it's for a Stanley Cup. It's just a crochet kit to make the little koozie and cozy, or what you want to call it. And she even sends you the beads and strap. And I think it was like $10. But, you know, if you don't want to bother with it, that's actually a really nice little thing. And I love it. It looks so cute on here. And her instructions, she does a YouTube video. So you've got that, you know, going for you. But I will put her, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. It'll come when I'm not thinking of it. And then I'll blurt it out and people go, what? But yeah, I like that. So that was a kit. And I think if I buy another kit, it won't be from a store. It'll be from another crocheter, and I'll support them. And that's what I usually do. Most of my products and the items I make are from other people's designs. I haven't started designing. Now, I do a lot of freehand, especially now with my plushies and things, and I'll change stuff from the pattern or add stuff or modify it a little, but I haven't actually sat down and started writing any patterns, and I don't know if I ever will. Just, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a lot of fun. And I don't really care if I have something that I wrote, or I know that people make great money on them. I mean, I'm just, if it's a popular pattern, you'll make great money. But, you know, it's a lot of work, I'm sure. And I just don't know about all of that. I just enjoy crocheting, and that might make me go brain dead. It's a lot of crochet maths. Anyways, so our little kit is not going to be done today, or at least on this YouTube video, because there's no way. So I think, let me see, do I have anything else on here? Most of my patterns I get, especially wearables and things, I find a lot on Ravelry. I love Ravelry because you can keep a library, your own notes, your own on each piece. You can favorite them and keep them, in a spot. And I've got them all categorized in there, so they're real easy to find again. Another one I use, which is a free app. So if anybody's looking, I keep meaning to share this app. If anybody's looking for an app that times you, where you can keep track of your time, your supplies, and so total cost to make something, this app I have is amazing, and I'm going to find it here. Let's just go to my apps, and it is called Crochet Land. So crochet dot with the dot, the period, land. Not the word dot, crochet period land. And let's see if I go to my Google store here. Let's see what's called on the Play Store, if I can find it. Let's see here, search crochet, because that's what it's showing up as on my crochet dot land app. Yeah, so it's crochet land with the crochet dot land. There you go, crochet dot land app, or crochet dot land. And that is amazing, super easy to use. It's free. You can't beat free. It keeps track of all of your things you've made that you put in there. It'll keep them. So once you're done with it, it'll archive it, so you can always go back. And I make notes like where I got the pattern, because that's usually the first thing I can't remember is where the heck did I get the pattern for whatever it is I'm looking for. And so I always make sure to put the URL in there, or Ravelry or something, so I know where I got the pattern or who the maker was or something like that. And then what hook size I use, because sometimes I change the hook size from what the pattern says. So hook size, the type of yarn I used, acrylic or polyester or plush or whatever, the weight and things like that. And then you can put in how many you needed to get or how many yards. And it will also figure your prices, or you put in the price and it'll figure what your cost is on it. And then it'll also tell you what you should sell it for. So it's pretty cool. But the thing I really liked about it is the timer. The timer aspect, when I was timing to see how long it takes me. So here's an apple purse. So there's the apple purse. Now the timer is off because I hadn't started it yet. I just set it up to do it. And you can make your colors whatever you want. So I think that's pretty cool too. So the apple purse, and then there's also a row counter. But just remember, as soon as you do this, as soon as you hit that, it starts up. So it's already started up. And then when you need to pause it, like go to the bathroom or get them down, just hit it again and it stops. And then when you come back and you need, sit down, get ready to go. So it's really accurate. I mean, all you have to do is remember to, and then you can add or subtract rows. And then it's got notes like I have on here. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of small, but it's trying to see it. Yeah, there we go. In Crochet Mag, and then it's crochet hook 5.5mm red and green acrylic yarn. So that's so helpful. And then supplies, you can put in, like I had put in one skein for $5. I may have had the other skein, so I only needed to buy one. And then your money, go to your money, and it says suggested price. So that's based on, now it doesn't have the hours in there. So you put down what your hourly wage is, and then it'll add up your hours. So if you say $5 an hour and you had 1 hour, this would be $5 right here. And then you have a $5 for your supplies. And then it would figure based on, I have it times 3. So that would be 10, 5 and 5 would be 10. So times 3 would be $30. But you can do it however you want. But if you want to do that or not, it doesn't really matter. But it has a lot of options. And then this will save. You just go here, and this is open things. These are what I'm working on. I haven't finished. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry. Trying to get it to pick it up. There we go. So that's what I'm working on. And then you can always go to your finished projects. And then here's all my finished ones. So it's pretty cool. I just crochet.land. I don't know how I found it, just probably Googling and looking for something like that and found it. I've been using it for quite a long time, years. So I know it's still good and I still use it. So yeah, definitely. So there's my little tip for the day. You'll learn something new maybe. And if you've been using it, let me know, because I just love it. Anywho, I think we are kind of winding down. Since I'm not going to be crocheting our little kit today on this one, you'll get to see my progress on it, or if I threw it out the window and burned it, you'll find out on Thursday. And until then, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed these little chit chats with me. I sure enjoy you being here. And as we grow and as we get subscribers and things, hopefully we'll get the chats going and all that. So it just one day at a time. So until then, I guess I will see you soon. See you Thursday. Bye. Oh, that was a wet one. Bye, guys.